Happy Sunday. Thank you for tuning into Rivals of Waterdeep. Let's start going around and introducing ourselves.
Round and round.
Round and round we go.
Hey, I'm Sharif Jackson. I play Shaka Tiefling Warlock, and my pronouns are he, him.
Hi, I'm Tanya DePass. I am your human paladin who's always grumpy and wanting a bath, Celisa Storio. Both our pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Carlos Luna. I play Robbie Jellymint, a.k.a. Dirty D. He is a druid tiefling. My preferred pronouns and Robbie's are he, him.
And I am Cicero Holmes, your halfling bard. His name is Perrin Underbow. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
I like the drama.
Yeah, that was so dramatic.
I don't know what he's going to say.
My name is Serena Marie. I am your DM for this session. My preferred pronouns are she, her. And if you're noticing, we are missing Brandon today. He is off celebrating his birthday. So happy birthday, Brandon. We love you so much.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
He is partying with Gary too.
Yeah,
He is partying.
No, Gary's here.
Gary the second.
Yeah, I mean, he might be.
He might have a Gary 3. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
Who knows?
Before we get into it, we have some pretty dope sponsors. Cicero,
Yeah, we do.
who's our sponsor we have? What is this? What do I have here?
Oh, you've got a tablet where you're looking at D&D Beyond, I think. I went into my head and I found that you're using D&D Beyond, and you too can use D&D Beyond by using the promo code RIVALS19, where you can get 20% off. 20% off of everything except for bundles. D&D Beyond is pen and paper is dope, but sometimes
Just in case the pen and paper people are
right.
I mean,
I don't want to burn any bridges.
Right, I don't want to burn any bridges with your pen and your paper. But sometimes you can use your mobile device or a tablet or a computer of some sort to crunch all those numbers and write all the things digitally and always have it with you. Be able to pull it up anytime you want. That's D&D Beyond. Rivals 19 get you at least 20% off, except for bundles. There you go.
Back to you, Serena.
Back to me.
I just noticed that we do have, that's sort of a laptop.
It
Yeah.
is.
A tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we need is somebody with a huge desktop.
Right, to show all of the applications.
We do have the desktop that we built and never used.
Yeah, we'll just hook it up here. That's
Use it for
fine.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, just put a big tower just in the middle. Loud fan.
No.
You can even run it on this.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in addition to using D&D Beyond, we actually do use real dice.
What?
What?
Yes. Real actual dice.
Oh, like
And,
these?
Yes, like those.
So corny.
We're corny, but they love us.
I love it.
But one of the cool things is we are part of Level Up Dice's Dicemancy program, and you can use our link and look at all the pretty dice that you too can own. And some new dice just came out. They're very flowery. They're Sakura type.
What's it called? Glyphic? Their
Glyphic.
Glyphic line. Their new rose quartz came out. And also they have a shiny clear line,
Yes.
right? That's their glass.
Oh.
Like special.
they're crystal,
They're
I think.
crystal. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's
So
like
if you
lab-
were like Prince Charming,
Yeah.
you could go and you could roll those dice to your Cinderella.
You could.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
and if
doesn't
you roll a 20,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
enchantment happens.
Enchantment happens. Yes.
Oh my
that's
God.
true. I love it.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go to my plug,
Yeah.
Jiffy Lube. In case you guys haven't done Jiffy Lube yet.
You got your Carfix. Actually, for real, you got your Carfix.
Yeah, I did get my
Yeah.
Carfix.
All right.
I don't think it was at Jiffy Lube, but
my
Just
God.
go to Jiffy Lube, hand them a piece of paper that says Rivals 19.
they won't know what to do
They'll know
with it.
exactly what that is.
Don't do it.
Tell them Carlos sent you.
But go. If you have the money to spare on fancy dice, do it. You'll feel a lot better. And sometimes the dice will even get you 20s. No guarantees.
Yes.
No disclaimer, asterisk, et cetera, et cetera.
But yeah, so should they literally tell them that?
So
we
in
sent
the
them?
chat, one of our great mods has
Right.
used our command, Rivals Level Up. You too can click that link and earn us XP, get yourself dice. Sharif, these lovely, lovely dice that he has.
Oh, you should show him on the dice cam.
On the dice cam.
Dice cam,
I'm just
activate.
really excited
I need your dice to
that
show
it
you.
exists.
cam.
I'm like screaming about this dice cam.
Dice cam.
Dice cam is too much
of
for us.
For
I
those
make
of
the
you that are
Rosewood.
listening
No,
to the
the Rosewood.
podcast
Yeah.
right now,
just give me the tray.
Sharif is grabbing dice.
So
And it
these
is
are
going in
Sharif's-
front of the dice cam.
So this is Sharif's set, and these are the dice that we earned as part of the program. They are Indian Rosewood,
Yes.
and they are the very last set ever.
The Indian Rosewood
Wow.
is
Yes.
the last set.
Amazing.
Ever.
They have gone extinct.
So you two should get dice before you can no longer get them.
These dice.
All right, dice
an
cam's
endangered
done.
species.
You are just so gentle over there, Cicero, with
Okay,
your
we are not
soft,
ASMR. This is
sweet
ASMR.
voices.
We are not having
ASMR
dice
moment.
ASMR.
I mean, it kind of.
No.
Actually,
the dice.
ASMR of just someone rolling dice.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I might be
right,
down with
I'm,
somebody rolling
listen
dice for
to
20
the
minutes.
dice.
Are you
That
guys
was a 20.
ready
That was
for
a
a
5.
recap?
Ooh, that's a 6.
A recap?
a 6.
Ooh, that's a 19. Oh, I'm not making this.
Y'all, we're too seductive on
yeah, I'm
this
totally
Sunday
making this.
morning. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into it.
I like it.
Y'all, previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. What happened last time?
ASMR.
ASMR, the sweet, sweet sound of all of our voices.
The whole recap is in a whisper.
No.
Last time
Last time on Waterdeep.
on Rivals of Waterdeep, so we each. So it's been I think 2 weeks.
Yes.
right? It was like
2 weeks had passed.
two weeks
Since
had
the
passed.
previously.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we all had
the
to talk about
pre-previous.
kind of like what we were doing. Shaka, under the iron hand of Rin, was trying to clean.
The Iron Fist of Rin.
Oh yeah, Rin has been forcing
Ren
me to
was being
clean.
a taskmaster.
He was.
So Duo showed me a place near the kitchen where he'd just been throwing random stuff, which I'm sure we can all identify with.
I don't know what to do with this. Down
I
the
felt
stairs.
called out.
Yeah, and after hurting myself on a chair, I came across a chest with an inscription of like a rose on it. And because Shaka just loses all rationality when he sees a chest, as we've seen in previous seasons, just ran toward the chest, didn't try to check anything, and ended up becoming afflicted with jealousy.
Afflicted.
And I felt really bad. I said some really mean things.
Yes, you
and
did.
I felt bad while I was doing it, but I was like, oh, this is what the character would do. It felt bad.
You should have.
It's good role play though, right?
Yeah.
Like you were really taking it to heart, the jealousy and the anger that
Yeah.
box imbued you with.
Yeah, so yeah, I kind of had it out with Duo, Celise, and Perrin. And Celise eventually casted command to get me to drop it. And then, well, actually, you guys can talk about
Yeah, what did Celise-
what y'all did
yeah.
like before we fought this thing.
Celise talked to the ring a little bit, and she was like, "All right, this is weird, but I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna go with it." And then after
The ring was quiet for a little bit, right?
right, so I was not thinking about the quiet times or the bad times.
The quiet times and the bad times.
So Celise finally got the ring to talk to her, and she was like getting weirded out because the ring had stopped talking to her. Like she felt like she must have done something totally wrong. And the ring was like, "Aha, I got you to talk to me." And I was like, "This feels a little too much on the nose of someone getting you to open up." And then she's like just chilling, going upstairs for breakfast, and turns around, and then Shaka's all like, "My box, my precious."
Frenzied.
I was like, "Well, do you want eggs? Good morning to you too." That was all I was trying to ask. And she did realize something had to be wrong. But she also resolved to tell the others about the ring the next time that they were all together. Even though she's like terrified they're going to think weird things about her.
Right. Like the ring reassured you that your friends are your friends no matter what. And they will believe you because they love you. Right.
Yeah, she wants to believe the ring on
Yes.
that, but we'll see what happens.
And Perrin, you were on the roof with Leif.
Yeah. Perrin was getting all existential and stuff.
Yeah, you were dropping some hard life truths.
Yeah. Perrin was opening his metaphorical third eye, and sat and had some conversations with Leif, and said the right things to kind of befriend Leif. Like he really. Leif really took to Perrin, and Perrin kind of really took to Leif, but he was still very tortured in a way. Really spending some time is kind of out of character for Perrin to be this real serious and kind of dark without doing anything. And then he went downstairs with Leif and walked in on kitchen commotion.
Kitchen commotion,
Yes.
So much was
that's the
happening.
union.
Yes, and
Also, Leif, when you ended the conversation, he said that you might be the one.
yes,
And we don't know what that means. He could be hitting on you.
Yeah, he might be the one. Wink.
You're right. It could mean something more. Who knows? But yeah, that was pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Perrin had $20.
Yeah. So once we were all in the kitchen, we devised a way to get the box out of the kitchen so we can fight it. And then out of the box erupted a plant monster.
Yeah. A rose monster with
Rose monster.
in my mind, I was picturing, in Mario, like the Venus flytrap.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think those were its hands. So just like mouths for hands.
So what did the face? Because I was thinking the face was like the mouth. What was the face?
So
look
the
like?
face was in my mind was just like a ton of gnarled like roses. So it
Oh,
was like that.
okay.
There's a Pokemon that's sort of like this. But that's like a nice version of this
okay,
horror
so-
monster I made.
Bad version.
It was mean and green.
Yeah.
But it also
It's Little Shop of Horrors.
yes. So that's like
okay.
one of my favorite movies. But it couldn't see you. Right, it could only sense you
Yeah,
through
it
its
was,
like.
it was blind. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I tried to blind it, and then I didn't realize it could be blind.
Yeah.
And I mean, as usual, Tanya wrecked this thing. I mean, like we all damage it, but Sleesh just absolutely destroyed.
Destroyed
The dice were
it.
kind to me.
Yeah, and we noticed that it became basically a mirror. Well, it died, and then I guess inside of it was a mirror that Sleece also destroyed.
Right, because during all the commotion, right, Ophelia came down and
that's right.
Yeah.
she
Don't forget about
cracked the part of her memory that said that there are 4 relics in the house that have been tainted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She mentioned that the book that Leif originally pointed to Cicero to activate the hidden room in the library, the Edwin Clark book, that Edwin Clark was actually a guy that stole these items from the celestial realm, brought them to Avernus, and apparently they're all hidden in the house. And at the end, Ophelia said that she thinks that we got one, so we can assume that this mirror, which indicated jealousy, was one of the 4 relics, and we got some more hunting to do.
Yeah.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Relics.
I'm hunting
Pretty good.
That's
That's
pretty
good.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Applause.
Applause gift.
I'm imagining Perrin now with like a shotgun and like that like hat.
Yes.
Like that Elmer Fudd hat he always has.
Crouching and creeping
Duck
around.
season, Relic season.
Relic season.
Nice.
Oh gosh. Cool. Yeah, that's about.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, and one more thing. So Dirty D 2 episodes ago when he used his life energy to bring me back to life, he got like a mark on his arm. So like him and Ren went to leave to Duo had told them about someone that could help them get it off, which is where they were last episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's actually where we're gonna start this episode.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that. Synergy.
Amazing.
We didn't even
Look
plan
at that.
it.
Woo, woo,
Love it.
And then they showed up at Jiffy Lube,
Yeah.
which goes right into the story. Goes right into the story. Transmission flush. Yeah. So stupid.
So silly.
So stupid. Everyone lets me talk on this show. It's ridiculous.
'Cause you're perfect.
Blame all of you.
No, don't blame me at all.
Okay, let's see. So, Robbie, you and Rin arrived to the location that Duo sent you to, but you don't see a house anywhere. You see a large lake. It's the water, it's docile. There's, the vegetation around it, but no sign of where someone would live.
No.
What do you want to do?
So what I'm who's taking who here is
So, since Rin is not actually here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm Rin.
okay.
I'm holding Gary too, and I'm looking around.
Okay. Yeah, I want to roll investigation, see if because we've heard about it being here.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah.
And so like this should be the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm rolling for Rin.
13.
Rin rolled a 2. So Rin is looking around. All of a sudden, Gary, who I'm going to roll for.
Gary,
I thought
roll
Gary
us.
was with us at the house.
No, Gary. No, he took Gary with.
Yeah.
Gary with him.
Like you took him to like see the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he basically took him to see the world.
Yeah, he took him to see the world.
So stupid.
Gary starts croaking in Rin's arms and starts kind of doing this, like shoving Rin off of him. And Rin kind of lets him go. And he goes, Gary, what are you doing? Come back. And he starts trotting off after Gary.
Okay.
What did you roll?
13.
A 13. So you, because you're concentrated in figuring out your cure, essentially, or figuring out what's wrong with you, you're very focused on the water line, and you're distracted by you're not distracted by what Rin's doing. You're very focused on what you're doing, and you see it looks like a marble step.
Ooh, like a step down into the water? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I want to call out to Ren then. You're like, hey, Ren! Ren? And look around. I don't see him.
He's gone.
He's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, let me take off my shoes here. Socks. Let's roll this up. Okay.
Put on like your goggles, like your hairnet.
He like folds it real nice and like puts it on the side, just like does make sure. Okay. And then I'm gonna start like walking down like the steps or whatever.
So as you put your foot into the water and you took off your socks and your shoes, like did you like roll up your pants and stuff too? Yeah, cool. I just like wanted to know this visual for myself. As you put your feet into the water, you notice that you should feel wet. Like this should feel wet.
Oh.
But it feels cold. It's almost as if your brain is trying to fill in the blanks. Your brain is like, is struggling with the dissonance of what should be versus what is.
Okay.
And so you just feel like a cold air as you descend the stairs.
Oh, the water parts, or I'm just like in the water?
You're in the water, but does not feel wet.
Okay. Can I breathe?
I mean, how far are you? Are you just going to go down?
Well, if I don't feel wet, okay. I'm gonna put my head in it before I start walking down.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just feels like you're walking outside still.
Oh, that's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
Does it feel like I'm buoyant?
It feels like you have your same gravity. Like it feels like you're just
Like I could walk down here if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Kind of messed up. Huh?
I'm gonna take a deep breath and like try to run as fast as I can but then like still save some air in case I need to run back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Roll me an athletic.
Oh, yes. I am good at this. Sort of.
Can't wait to hear the story about
9.
this.
9. Okay. So you are running and you feel like as soon as you get to the steps, you are you're not out of breath because you're not breathing hard. You feel like you need to breathe as you get to that bottom step, and you let out a gasp, and it's just air.
Oh. Ow! I can breathe underwater!
Oh no.
I never really thought about it. Of course, I never really tried to breathe underwater. I just assumed that my lungs only used air, but apparently they use water as well. I'm very loud. Can like I hear my own voice, or is it like underwater voice?
It's underwater voice.
Oh.
But like you're very loud.
Okay.
And as you're sort of having this conversation with yourself, like kind of exclaiming and noticing that you're breathing, a little far down on the path, you see a small house.
Ooh, okay. That's the only thing I see?
Yeah. It looks like, so you have like a clear path to the small house, and everything like around you is sort of this light blue. You notice further away from you is a darker blue. So it almost looks like you're in a bubble.
Oh.
Kind of.
Like, what's SpongeBob's friends? The squirrel?
Sandy, the squirrel.
The squirrel? Is it like that?
I mean, a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause that's all I'm
By a
picturing.
little
Yeah.
bit, I mean all the way.
You're about to meet Sandy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to walk to it then.
Okay. And so you're walking to this house, and this house looks like it was kind of built from sea, like driftwood and shells and just like sand, like bricks of sand too.
Okay.
So it is very like what you would imagine like a house under a lake would look like. And the door opens and you see this water ganassi. She has long flowing dark teal hair, and when you look at her, she looks like ageless. Like it's hard for you to tell, or she has one of those faces that looks like she could be like 18 or 40.
Oh,
you know what I'm
okay.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Kristen Bell. Like
Kind of.
she played like Veronica Mars when she was in her mid-20s. And even now she's playing like a 20-something-year-old, but she's like 40.
But she's 40, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or that girl from Thor, the Dark, what is it? The second
Dark
one?
World. Wow.
Dark Worlds.
I never hear people talk about that one.
Are you thinking Natalie Portman?
No.
her friend, right?
No, the bad one. The chaos.
Oh, in Ragnarok, you mean?
Is that that's
Yeah,
not Ragnarok?
Ragnarok, I think you mean.
No, it's the one
Kate
where
Blanchett?
Kate Blanchett. Is that
Yeah, that's
Ragnarok?
right.
Ragnarok, yeah.
Never mind, y'all. Ragnarok.
Never speak of the Dark World. I mean,
I guess I don't remember the Dark World.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Not
Yeah.
very,
Like,
I never
okay,
finished it.
can anyone name the villain in the Dark World?
No.
I thought it was Kate
I mean, we've all
Blanchett.
seen
So
No.
It was like that, like elf, and I can't remember the name. It was like the dark elf.
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah.
remember the name of him.
oh gosh,
Man,
I just don't.
I've seen all these movies several times.
That franchise didn't get good until Ragnarok. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
I
it.
was not a fan of Thor. I thought Thor 1 was okay. Thor 2 was bad. Yeah, right.
Ragnarok is
amazing.
like my top like 3
It's
like Marvel.
McKeith.
Malekith.
Look at all these people
Yeah.
who have Google and
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. Thank
I don't
you,
think any of y'all
Chad.
knew.
You're
I
so
don't
good.
think- I don't think none of y'all knew.
It's a fact. No one knows who that person is. The guy who played that person doesn't remember playing it.
So this woman, let's say she looks like Kristen Bell.
Veronica Mars.
Veronica Mars, exactly like Veronica Mars with dark teal hair, opens the door and says, Duo said that you were coming. Who are you?
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Robbie Jellymint, but my friends call me Dirty D. Well, my best friend calls me Dirty D. Other people call me, they also call me Dirty D, but we didn't really talk about it ahead of time. Anyways, I heard you can do something about this. And like, I pull out my arm.
She kind of recoils a little bit and looks at you and says, my name is Simfose. Please come in.
Oh, yes. I've already taken off my shoes. I can wipe my feet somewhere or something like that, but...
Oh, there's a mat right there if you want to.
okay.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Where are your shoes at?
I didn't want them to get wet, but apparently I can breathe underwater, so I guess, I don't know. It's a whole long story.
Well, this isn't really water.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It looked like water.
That's good. I'm glad.
Okay.
Come in.
You want that apparently. Yeah, and I go in.
And her home is very cozy. Like you smell like the smell of like warm cookies baking, and she has a small fire going, and she takes you into a living room area that has like lush like couches and a nice coffee table. Would you like tea or anything else?
Oh, yes, tea. No, I actually don't care for tea. How about like a Hawaiian punch or, some purple stuff?
Maybe some Sunny D.
Sunny D.
You want some Sunny D?
Maybe that's why I thought of it.
That's
Drinks, purple stuff.
amazing.
Oh, cool, Sunny D. Let's drink this. What is Sunny D?
It's like
it's
orange
orange stuff.
juice.
It's orange stuff, though. It's not
It's-
juice.
No.
It's a drink.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
a drink. It is like
orange.
sugar,
it's
water,
orange
orange.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because
it
I grew
is.
up thinking it was like kind of like a
It's-
sweeter orange.
It's sweet tang.
That's
It's
how
sweet-
they
it's
sold
tang,
it. They
basically.
sold it
Yeah.
as being healthy.
Yeah.
It's sweet tang, basically, with pumped with vitamins, with riboflavin.
Riboflavin. She just gives you a cup of riboflavin, and here you are. This is how we survive under the water.
Anyways, next time you're at the grocery store, type in Rivals 19. $19 off. Get some Sunny D. Bring it home. It's as good as orange juice.
with riboflavin.
So she comes back with a plate of oatmeal raisin cookies and an orange drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is great. I love this. Thank you so much. So how long have you been working in pharmaceuticals? What is it? Medicine? It's
Yes,
medicine? Okay.
we can say medicine. Let's say medicine.
Okay.
Let me see your arm again.
Shows her his arm.
And she takes out from like a little drawer next to the coffee table or next to the couch, like a balm.
Okay.
And she opens the jar, and it is a pink gelatinous ointment.
Oh, okay.
So she takes out, she asks for your hand, and she rubs the balm across your forearm in one long stroke. And she's
Tiefling bone.
tiefling balm. And she stares at it and says, I was afraid of this. This is tainted, tainted fey magic. It's called the Rowan Blight. I'm sorry to say, but this will continue to spread. The last 10 years of your life, and she looks at you and sort of rests her hand kind of next to you, not wanting to put her hand on your knee or anything like that, but sort of in a reassuring way. She looks at you and says, the last 10 years of your life are forfeit. You've given them willingly to save your friend? Your best friend? Is that what happened?
Well, yeah, he would consider me his best friend, but yes. So they're just gone.
I mean, you're not going to die.
Oh.
You're not necessarily. I wouldn't call it a death.
But I won't grow old.
Well, you'll grow into a servant of the great life tree. Branches will become your bones.
Branches?
And when your body does take its final breath, you will take root and become part of the tree yourself.
how long do I have?
Well, I'm not sure what your lifespan would have been. How old are you now? We can do the math on this if you'd like.
I would love to do the math on this right now.
What is the lifespan of a tiefling? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Chat, what is the lifespan of a tiefling?
You have D&D Beyond in front of you.
Where's it going to say that on D&D Beyond?
Oh, if you search for
If you search for,
characters,
if we search for
I have a
tiefling.
chat of a bunch of people right now.
outsourcing to the hive mind.
quickly, chat,
just
podcast land.
And
Download
100%
D&D
they're just gonna
Beyond
tell
and
me I'm
use
wrong if I
Rivals
would only
Yeah.
19.
Hey, Siri.
Well, it's just 10 minus whatever it is.
Yeah. So
Oh, comparable to humans. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, so I would say Robbie is probably his mid-40s.
Okay.
He's spry.
but I mean, and she looks at you again and says, well, natural death. I mean, it's hard to say how long your 10 years or when your 10 years would be because of fate, right? Anyone can die at any time. So your 10 years could be 10 months. It could be...
Wait, so this thing in my arm knows when I'm going to die and has taken 10 years from that?
Yes.
Like it knows like the future?
Yes. It's part of the life tree.
So as soon as I start growing roots or branches or something like that, that means I'm pretty close. I'm like within a 10-year distance of dying.
Perhaps. Depends on how fast the magic works.
What the crap?
But don't be afraid. There is a cure.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, you got to lead with that.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you knew the severity of your ailment.
Oh my God, that's so scary. You
So-
tell someone that he's going to become a tree.
Well, the cure isn't exactly great either, but if you're able to willingly pass this curse on to someone else, you can save yourself. But by doing it, the curse will take 20 years off of that person's life. And if that person passes it, it's 40, then 80, then 160. You get it? It's a half-life. It doubles.
Oh, crap.
So if you were to give it to someone, you can be free. You can be safe. You would just have to willingly give someone this.
This is pretty messed up. Okay.
Wait, so there really is no cure for it. It's just I transmit it to someone.
There might be, but if there is, I don't know. This is all I know about this.
Okay.
I mean, it's because it's magic from Fae. It could be that you must find someone who is more versed in that type of magic. But
What do I know about Faye? Can I roll for that?
roll something. Yeah, roll a history.
18.
18. So you know that there's another realm, like you know of the celestial realm, you know of Avernus. There is a different realm that is sort of like a dark fairy tale sort of place. Like there's tricksters and you don't know like how or if you can trust someone to get there because it's the way to get there is through a hedge. And it's kind of like, where the heck do I find a hedge?
Wait, a hedge?
A hedge? Yeah, it's you have to go over the hedge to go to like the
Wait,
yeah.
I'm thinking like hedges? Like
A
a
hedge, yeah. It's like a bush.
yeah, a bush.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. It didn't seem scary. It didn't seem scary at all.
Not too scary.
I was like, okay, that doesn't
It's
seem
not
scary.
really scary.
And then you said Over the Hedge, which is also a cartoon.
Yeah,
which
it's a
I was just like,
cartoon.
okay, well,
Yeah,
I was
it's
thinking hedgehogs.
but because you're a
okay.
druid, you do know that Fey magic and fairy magic and all that stuff has such a connection and tie to nature.
Okay.
So you would have to figure out either someone who is can take you there, or someone who did the spell to you might know something more.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that doesn't seem like a thing Robbie would go to alone because he's been told that he's a little gullible.
Yeah.
So he would not survive very long in a trickster land.
You in a trickster land.
Like, jump in this lava. Okay.
Okay. Put your soul in this bucket.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, sounds like a plan. So I guess he's just kind of like sitting there a little bit too long, thinking about it. And he's just kind of like in a chair and just like kicking his feet back and forth, just like staring down at his feet and like sipping Sunny D or whatever.
Yeah.
And thinking about like his fate, like, oh my God, like this thing knows that I'm going to die and I lost 10 years. And the only way for me to get rid of it is to curse someone else. It's not a good day for Robbie right now.
It's not a good day for Robbie.
Robbie's got an STI.
Yeah. Oh, God.
A socially transmitted incantation.
Yikes.
How long into that did you think of that joke?
I was just waiting for the right time.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. I like preparation.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. So as you are sitting with her and sipping your drink, the camera kind of zooms out of that, and we are brought back to all of you. You are still in the yard. The broken mirror cracks, and I think the monster itself kind of decomposed, right? So you are all like breathless, standing where you were as we left off.
Where's the mirror?
It is currently under
Yeah, it's under her boot.
Selisa's boot.
So like this is basically just after like Ophelia said, I think you got one. All right, so I'm gonna say, can you tell us any more about these relics?
To Ophelia?
Yeah.
I just know that they exist. And may I, and looks at Selise, may I see what, she kind of points under your boot.
How do I know something won't happen if you touch this?
I also don't know if something will happen if I touch it.
All right, go get a towel. Don't touch it with your bare hands.
And she's like, okay. She like runs and grabs like a dish towel. No, it's true. It's very, very good assumption.
Someone on this team has to like think of these things.
Go get Bounty, the quicker picker. Yeah.
Oh, paper towel cut right through it. Then we'll have a magical mirror mishap.
Yeah. So she has this like thick dish like rag.
Yeah.
And she kind of scoops it up and she looks at it very intently, and sort of the color leaves her face, and she's like, oh, I've been up too long. I think this, and she's trying to regain her composure. She's sort of feeling out of it as she's talking to both of you.
When you say the color leaves her face, do you mean like unnaturally or like?
No, like when someone looks like they're gonna throw up.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Like someone just gets like a wave of nausea.
Okay.
And it started after she picked up.
Yeah,
Nikki.
she picked it up and it was fine, and she stared like into it, and she looked very sick.
'Cause I was gonna slap it out of her hand.
Yeah.
if it was like an unnatural.
She says, I think this is what the artifact was when it existed in the celestial realm. And that beast was its tainted form. But I can study it further for you. And I'll be in the library. But I have to rest. I've been up for so many days trying to retrieve this part of my memory, and even holding this, I feel so unwell.
Right, put it on the ground.
She puts it on the ground.
So Selisa's gonna like bundle it and then put it somewhere where people can't touch it.
Yeah, I'd like to study it further.
All
if
right,
we
after
can.
you've rested.
Okay.
Why shouldn't we destroy it?
It's already destroyed.
Well, this mirror clearly needs some destroying.
And Ophelia looks like she's about to say something, like something is on the tip of her tongue. And she says, "Yes, that is a good idea. We should destroy it."
How much more destroyed can it get?
I'm not sure. I'm not, maybe that's what I will research, how to destroy an object of the celestial. Because breaking it, it could be repaired, right? But maybe there's some residual energy in it that we can make sure is dispelled.
Okay.
If that's what you want.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to destroy it, but as long as it can be held somewhere where it can't harm anyone. We know that it was really only through touch, I guess, that I was afflicted by it. So as long as, it stays bundled up like Celeste put it, and you can kind of study it from afar, I think I'm fine with keeping it the way it is.
And then, so Duo comes up while you're having this conversation. It's like, "Oh yeah, I got," and he has like, because he was hearing you guys talk, he has like this like little like fish bowl. He's like, "You could put it in here. You can put it in here, and we don't have to touch it. We can kind of put it on a shelf and like look at it or something."
Is there a top on the fishbowl, or is it just open?
Right now it's just open, but I can just put a plate on it or something.
No. Can you find something
a
that
sausage.
locks and closes?
And Duo like has the fishbowl and doesn't know
Just
what
put
to
it down.
puts it in the grass and like you hear like the pattering of his feet. 2 seconds later he comes back and it is like a really large kettle. He's like, "What about this?"
There's no top on that.
That has
Duo.
the little top part in the you could just put like a wag in the spout.
It'll do for now.
And so you put the shards of the broken mirror wrapped inside of the dishcloth into the tea kettle. And Duo doesn't really know what to do with it.
I'll just take it.
Yeah,
It's
he's
probably
like,
as big as he is.
Yeah, it's very large. And as you are all kind of just putting this away and figuring it out, you hear the crunching of grass, and you look and you see Robbie walking up.
Hey, Robbie.
Hey, what's going on? What's up with the tea kettle?
We just had to take care of some stuff while you were gone.
Oh, cool.
Where's Rin?
Where he pulled a wren.
Yeah, like Rin does, like,
Enough said.
yeah, he was last chasing Gary, and so he's probably fine.
Yeah, he's probably okay. Playing with his frog, I guess.
Maybe he's playing with his daughters.
That's true too. He does have daughters now. Or so he
It
says.
was his weekend.
This
It's
weekend.
custodial weekend.
Wow.
Rin's at Chuck E. Cheese right now.
So Celeste is just like, she just looks at all of you like, oh my God. She just walks back inside. And is there like a shelf she can put out of everyone's reach? Because she's fairly tall.
The
Yeah,
elf out of the way.
I mean, there's a large bookshelf, and there's a bunch of other like curio cabinet-y places you can
Yeah.
put it.
All right, I'm going to, whatever the highest shelf is that I can reach, and then lock the curio cabinet.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling Ophelia will totally like,
She wants to study it.
well, she wants
Yeah.
to study it, but I feel like she'll touch it and like just, because the look on her face when she stared in the shards of the mirror, I'm like, ooh, this is not good.
Yeah. So as you all head inside, I'm going to say that you all do that. You are all exhausted. You just fought this monster. You hear its shrieks echoing in your head, and when you close your eyes, you can see that houses shimmer and shift light. And the house itself, when you're inside of it, it feels colder, just a little bit. And yeah, you're all kind of looking for it's about maybe 3 p.m. No? And Perrin, you remember a little bit about what you said about sprucing up or helping with the tavern.
Right.
So.
Well, we need to get this place ready for the performance. We need cleaning. Where is Shaka?
Performance.
Well,
Yeah, you gonna sing us a song or something?
This is a tavern. A tavern has a stage. A stage needs a performer. And there is no better performer than Perrin Underbow.
Wow, I don't even know if I seen you perform before. Or a
Yeah.
long time ago, maybe I did.
Well,
That's kind of true too. I've never seen you perform either.
well,
Actually, I think you saw him, Duo, when you were in a trench coat.
Oh, yeah, you did.
With
But I was sort of
hypnotized?
like, yeah, I don't know if that counts because like I was like a little puppet.
oh, it counts.
It counts.
It counts, buddy. Yeah. So I am going to get some cleaning supplies.
Okay.
Are you
sure.
seriously cleaning?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Shaka and I, we are the cleaning.
Yeah.
What is it?
'Cause-
Cleaning club.
Yeah.
You want to be
No.
initiated into
So-
the cleaning club?
Yeah. So
really
out of
want
character. Part of it is, I feel really bad and embarrassed from the jealousy thing, even though I know I wasn't under control.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of like, you know how some people, they like dive into work if they undergo something. So I'm looking for something to like dive into. So I'm like, okay, clean, yes. So I'm looking to dive into it.
well,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Shaka. This will be a cleaning wonder for the ages, I'm sure.
Yes. Sure. Don't worry. No one has to ask to help me.
Well, Duo
And
is.
I kind of look around at it.
Yeah, well, Duo is helping you. And Duo says, as they're getting cleaning supplies, he looks at him and says, "Yeah, maybe we clean now, and then we can go drink some wine. I found a bunch of wine in the tavern. It's very old."
I like someone in the chat said, "Why is the DM doing a Rosie Perez impression?"
Oh, that's pretty good. I actually never. I
never thought about that either.
Perez,
White man can't jump.
Yeah.
White man can't jump, do the right thing.
Do the right
Dang.
thing.
Yeah, fly girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express?
Yeah, she was the cop in that.
Oh, okay.
Funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Selisa's gonna go look for whiskey.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that Duo and Shaka are cleaning the, where do you want to
The
clean?
tavern, right?
Yeah. So you're cleaning the
so
tavern.
we're walking over to the because it's like the other side of the manor.
Yeah, so Perrin's gonna go over on the same like the tavern section of Troll Skull Manor, and he's gonna be looking for instruments.
Roll me an investigation.
Sure. Do I be
Investigate.
17?
So you find an old guitar.
Okay.
You find that.
Where do I find that?
As you are kind of walking around, you find this sort of a wine area. So it's behind the bar
Okay.
as you're in the tavern. And it's this large cellar. And in the corner, you find an old guitar. It's dusty and the strings look like they're coated a little bit.
Okay. So Perrin picks up the guitar and he strums it for a second. Pleasure undying, previously unheard. And he goes to tuning
Yeah.
the guitar.
So you're tuning the
Yes,
guitar under
yes.
your PUs.
Yes, under PUs. Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Please understand. So he. Could I roll performance to see how well I've tuned this
Yeah.
guitar? Nat 20.
Oh gosh, it is.
It wasn't at 20. Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
it.
that's incredible. The guitar, you actually, as you're tuning it, you realize that it is a nice guitar. It is a very, very like high quality guitar, and as such, the strings, you kind of wipe them down a little bit, and they have a warm melodic sound as you're tuning it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pleasurable undertaking.
So all
This
of
is
you
ready to go.
are arriving in the tavern. You're hearing this like beautiful guitar melody coming back from behind the tavern, and Duo is like fluttering around looking for glasses, like drink glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not like glasses.
Okay.
So is the tavern like abandoned?
Yeah. So as you walk in, it is a large tavern. It has a long bar and stools like lining the bar. Behind the bar, there's a few tables, and kind of in front of or to the side of those tables is a small stage. And it's dusty, it's dingy, it's spiderwebby.
Do the tables have chairs?
Some of them
tables?
do. Some of the chairs are knocked over. It's definitely looks like someone has not been here in a very long time.
Because I basically want to start cleaning the place where everybody can like sit and relax. So if there's like a table that has, 5 or 6 seats,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start there. If there's not, I'm gonna start on the bar
There's
to clean that
absolutely
off.
Yeah, there's an absolute there's a table that has that's big enough to support. You have to maybe grab a couple of extra chairs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, so I'm gonna start there.
cool. What are y'all doing in the tavern?
So Lisa's rooting around for a bottle of whiskey.
Yes.
She's like, it's 5 somewhere.
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
I really got to investigate for whiskey?
Well, I'm gonna see how good it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the worst whiskey. It's vinegar.
What is it? What'd you roll?
A 3.
A 3. Okay, it is definitely well whiskey. You find.
It's like Old Granddad. No, Old Granddad's good.
The bottle is plastic.
Yeah, that's how bad this whiskey is.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, the bottle is 100% plastic.
Oh my God. Raving Sock Monkey, give us a bad whiskey because you are my aficionado.
Cleveland.
Fox, Old Crow.
Cleveland whiskey.
Really tad.
Yes,
That is a real whiskey.
What is
that
it?
I've had.
Heaven
Cleveland.
Hill.
Cleveland. Oh yeah, these are great. I like the idea of Old Crow whiskey, and so like, the emblem is literally a crow with a monocle.
Yes.
So that's
Nice.
the cartoon mascot whiskey. Bad.
Oh my God. I love it. But she's like, it's been a day. I don't care. I'm
Yes.
drinking it.
You find that. Robbie, what would you like to do in the tavern?
I want to take a look at like the storage area and back, like what they got back there, what
Yeah.
they have going on. Yeah.
So you walk in the back and you see you do see Perrin because that's where he went as well, and you see casks of wine and large bottles of alcohol and barrels that have just like cured meats and hay, I guess.
Cured meats and hay.
I mean, not in the same barrel, but like
Hay
it's
and
like
barrels?
More
I mean,
barrels of
what-
hay.
I was like, why do I know that?
Because yeah,
Because it's not a thing.
it's not a thing.
Because it's not a thing.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a thing. Okay, well, whatever.
There are barrels of monkeys. There are barrel of laughs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a thing for
There are
us.
bales of
was.
hay.
Yeah, bales of barrels. Yeah,
There's bales.
There's
of
bales
hay.
of hay.
Bales
Yes,
of hay.
bales of
yeah.
hay.
bales of hay. It's basically like old food storage,
Okay.
like dried goods.
Gotcha.
Is what you found.
Probably not hay though.
I mean,
People really don't eat hay.
wheat. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we.
I'm thinking wheat, not hay. I was like,
Yes.
what is that
Okay.
plant? I'm really great.
Okay.
Yeah, so you found a bunch of wheat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like moving stuff around, organizing it, trying to keep busy, trying to look busy more than actually.
Wagons of wheat.
Roll me a perception real quick.
Okay. 13.
13. So as you're looking around, you see a wine bottle and it kind of slowly comes out a little bit.
Oh, comes out towards me?
It's like it's stacked amongst other wine bottles, but it looks like if someone were to just pull it a little bit, that's what it looks like.
But it moved.
Yeah.
Oh, it moved.
Okay. Ah! I think that's the correct. And Shaka's not there. Shaka's in front, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Perrin's back
cleaning
there,
the-
Yes.
right? So I like go over to Perrin. My eyes are wide. I'm like, the bottles are moving.
Yes, this is the
No time for a PU. There's no time for it. I'm calling it right now.
of the permanently undead.
Okay. I knew you were gonna do that. You think we should and it's like a bottle in like if I pull it out, other bottles are gonna fall, right? It's like in its own.
It's in its own little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I should take it out? I should.
Well, if you want to know what's in it, yes, absolutely.
Okay, you're no help at all. No help at all, Perrin.
And I'm gonna go over there and like slowly take the bottle out and like look behind it to see if something pushed it.
As you grab the bottle, you look back to see if anything like was the reason why you don't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but the bottle in your hand, it looks like really good wine.
Okay. Based on
Label? The label.
Okay.
I don't know a good one. Don't you press
I'm
me.
not putting you on the spot. That's fine. I wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would know that it's just like nice wine.
Okay. Cool. Bottle's plastic.
There's
Yeah. This bottle's
a dragon.
heavy glass.
there's a dragon with a monocle on it.
Gordon's wine.
Gordon's wine. It's like a blackberry wine, so it's a fruit wine.
Okay.
Okay, so this wine apparently moves. We should take note of that. If there's anyone here that is moving wine bottles, speak now or forever. No, that's getting married, right?
Forever hold your peace.
That's not that you don't say that to spirits.
Is there any reaction or anything?
As you're yelling, Shaka, Celise, you guys are in the front. Where in the front are you?
So I'm trying to clean that table. So I guess, yeah, so that's like right near the stage, right?
I'm like
In
a
the
table
bar.
over.
Okay, are you sitting and just drinking your whiskey?
Yes, I'm kind of like regretting my life at that moment.
Okay, roll. Both of you need to roll me a perception.
18.
Perception.
Oh, actually, 20.
Nice.
15.
So both of you see this from the bottom of the bar, and sitting on the top, there's 5 wine glasses being placed out.
And no one's actually.
Like they're just
Nice, like they're just like clink, 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 just like being set up in a row.
okay.
Do you see that?
Yes, and I start to back away from wherever that direction is, and I want to roll Arcana, see if I can sense what's going on here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me Arcana.
I think if there's any.
20.
Nice.
Did you roll anything, Celise?
Can I do? Would religion be useful here?
Sure.
I know religion exists. An 8. I know that Sierra hasn't left me yet.
It's like one of you just get distracted. Like cups is just like I wonder how people pray. Hold on, I gotta focus.
No. You start thinking about that Scientology discussion.
From earlier.
Shaka, as you look and you're concentrating about trying to like hone into like what magic is happening right now in your mind's eye, you sort of see an image of just this man in his 40s. It looks like a bartender, just putting out glasses.
All right, I'm gonna call out to him, sir. Can you hear me?
He just looks like he's concentrated, and then as if like I'm gonna have you roll me another Arcana, one more.
Okay. 18.
18. So you say, "Sir, can you hear me?" And he just looks at you.
Okay. Celeste, do you see this bartender over here?
No.
No? Maybe ask your friend. And I kind of look down toward, because I'm the only one that, because I'm the only one, because I'm the only one that knows about the ring.
This is not
Out of
how I want to tell
everybody.
everyone about the
Oh,
ring.
yeah.
So I'm kind of like,
Ask your
kind of
friend.
gesturing downward so that no one else sees it.
This is just like,
And-
I know this is not great whiskey, but
And at the same time, I'm trying to wave at this person and see if they respond because
what are you waving at?
I see a guy.
You see dead people?
I don't know. And is the bartender responding at all when I'm?
Oh, like mimicking
Yeah,
you?
yeah, like
yeah,
I'm
he's,
trying to-
he's just like, hey, all right. Like just.
Like, what are you doing?
He kind of.
Wait, is he talking? Can I hear him? Can I hear his voice? Or is he just kind of silently?
He's sort of silent a little bit. But you do hear him go, hey.
Okay. What's your name?
And he kind of like gives, he tilts his head a little bit and he laughs. And he's making, it looks like he's saying his name, but like you don't hear what he's saying. So it's like someone mouthing a name.
Okay.
And he kind of gives you like a happy nod and like is starting to walk towards the back.
All right. Well, he seems pretty harmless, at least. I'm gonna follow him.
You're going to follow.
I know you don't see him going anywhere, but I do.
Celeste is like,
Yeah.
Are you possessed again? Or
and it's like, so Celeste is just kind of looking at you like, hold on. So can I do detect evil or good on a person? I forget.
I think so.
Okay.
I think he can.
Yeah, it's like roll
Yeah.
a d20 and my magic modifier. Hopefully this dice does not fail me. Because I'm like, what? 13.
There's no evil or anything. There's nothing that you can detect. Although that spell has a radius to it, right?
Right, but he's not that far from me.
Are you concentrating it to one person, or are you just detecting evil like in general?
I'm focusing on Shaka.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So she's just like, are you going to come back with a box and be mad at us again?
Just trust me.
I trusted you and look what happened.
I won't grab anything else unless it's a box. I won't grab anything.
That's how Perrin wound up in a bottle.
Yeah, but we got him out.
Barely.
You know. Yeah. So out of character. Ever since Shaka's gotten this armor, he's kind of been like a little more like I don't know what you call it.
Gung-ho?
Yeah. He's like he still thinks about things and calculates them, but he's a little more like confident and willing to
Yeah.
just trust things as they happen.
I love that. Yeah.
So he's sort of like, yeah, I'm gonna follow this guy.
So, as you both follow this person into the back room, you see Robbie clutching a bottle, Perrin with a guitar, and then a couple of more bottles come off of the where the wine stand is, and so they're just floating bottles, and they all lead out
Lead out to the tavern?
because you're all in the storage
Yeah.
room. So there's floating bottles. Yeah.
Ah, okay, so this is messed up, right, guys?
Yes.
Guys, I see a bartender that's taking some of these bottles.
There's no bartender.
Does anybody see this person?
Can
that see?
I investigate?
Both of us?
Yes.
Well, so I went to investigate. Perrin went to investigate, but he closed his eyes. And he was just like, wait a minute, that's not how investigating happens.
You were just looking at with your
Yeah,
eyes closed.
for those people in podcast land and watching in the chat, the bard rolled a nat 1. Bards don't roll, or halflings. Halflings don't roll
Yes.
nat 1s. They have bountiful luck. So he rolls again. And he got an 11 this time.
11. Okay. What did you roll?
17.
17. And what was just an investigation?
Yeah, I want to see if I can see this ghost tender.
You sort of see what looks like a shimmer of an outline of a person, because it's an investigation and not an arcana. You know how the bottle is moving, that it looks like it's being walked. It's not just like smooth and flowing. It's someone is walking with it.
All
And
the other bottles too?
all the bottles that you see that are floating.
Oh, so they all have people holding them?
So there's just two.
Oh.
So it looks like if you were to imagine this, because you're not synced into the magic, someone is holding bottles like this side by side and walking.
And I have one in my hand?
And you have one in your hand.
Okay.
I believe you, Shaka.
Yeah, I mean, it seems harmless. Like, I don't think we should be worried. It just seems like they're just doing their job.
As you guys get out into, you're following the bottles open, and there's wine poured and a glass for each of you. And there is, in my mind, by this stage, I know you were looking for an instrument. Yes. There was that guitar. Right. In the corner of the stage, there was a small like piano.
Yes.
So, and you like hear just a kind of an out of tune piano start to play, and wine is served.
Does everyone hear the piano? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this is our life now. Just surrounded by ghosts at all time.
This is a phantom of evil. So this is what they want. They want to welcome us to. Thank you. Yes. They want to welcome us to this tavern that we now are responsible for.
Oh, spirits, hear me. We wish you no harm and offer friendship. Spirits.
Cuts him off. Cuts all the parties.
Actually, I want to turn to Perrin, because I don't think I've ever seen Leif, if I remember correctly. Mm-mm. So I'm going to turn to like Perrin and say, I basically want to describe the bartender guy that I see and ask him if it matches this other bartender that he said he's seen.
Well, so let me see if I get this right, Shaka. You are describing Leif, who is standing right in front of you.
I don't know. I don't know who this is, but I know that you said that you saw a bartender.
Well, the bartender is right there.
So can you talk to him?
Well, can't you?
He tried to talk to me, but I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Leif. It is Leif, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Leif.
The piano stops.
Ooh. But so was Leif at the piano, or? Oh, okay.
So I thought he was.
Guy? So who was behind the bar?
The wine was poured, and then Leif basically was like, pour.
Yeah.
And then Leif went.
Yeah.
So Leif, please allow me to introduce you to my friends. This is Sharafka, the tiefling.
Okay, so I can see him, but I can't hear what he's saying. I can't hear if he talks. So I'm just like, I see him. Apparently, you can talk to him.
Well, why can't he?
Tell him I can hear him. I can hear him.
He can hear you.
Are you just messing
say
with
like,
me?
"Hey man, what's up?"
He said,
I like his no. Tell him I like his vest or his like
his sweater vest.
He said, "Hey man, I like your vest."
Well, thank you. This little thing. Can you ask him what's going on here?
He can hear you.
I can hear you.
But I can't hear. Parent, ask him. This is like when like you're mad at like a friend or a girlfriend. And you're like, tell her that I'm leaving.
It's a telephone call. It's a telephone call from the 40s in the movies. What? It's the police.
If I don't say it out loud, there's no exposition.
That's so funny.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna look toward Leif and say,
He's over there.
I'm gonna look toward Leif.
No, it's just he's right there.
And say, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm just excited you guys are here. That's my favorite wine. Tell him that's my favorite wine.
He says, "That's my favorite wine."
You did a really good impression of me.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
You know, I tried.
What was that?
I don't know. I have it. Something like that.
It's good.
Yeah. No, tell him you guys don't have to worry. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be real cool.
Well, he's saying that everything's going to be really cool, but between you and me.
And me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've been standing here the whole time.
And Dirty D.
And Celise.
And Celise.
Yeah, which everyone is like loud enough.
Between everyone, I don't think everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, usually people don't say that when nothing has gone wrong.
Right. Leif.
It's like going into a church and saying, I think everything will go okay. It's like, why would you say that?
I don't know.
Don't look down. So, Leif, perhaps you'd like to maybe level with us. And well, the wine is particularly just, I don't know. I was going to say a you, but I can't find one that fits right now. But it's particularly unique and very, very tasty.
Yeah, it's a great vintage. And like Leif is gonna like walk up to the wine that's been set up. All right, so this has been cured for about 500 years. This vintage, 500 years. You've had 500-year wine before. It's like unbelievable. Your life changed.
Well, yes. But why break out the greatest of wines for us?
Honestly, this is the first time that I've had people here in a really long time. I'm just excited. This is my home.
Well, I guess, my friends, it's time to party up.
Before we party, pretty
Come
good.
on, yes, it's time. It's time.
I was about to go to DMX. So I quickly decided not to because I feel like Leif would know that. And start like he'll start doing the ad-libs. What? So Leif, you've been here for a while. We just found.
Are you guys drinking the wine?
I am not drinking the wine.
I am.
not drinking the wine.
Robbie is.
Your all of your spells, your magic, all of that is now at full.
Okay.
Cool.
It was already there, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you took damage from the battle, then you're at.
Yeah,
full.
yeah.
Okay.
I
I know? Would I know that? That it
No.
healed them? Okay. No. I'm not drinking that one. So Leif, we recently found like we're looking for these 4 relics. Like we found one that was like a mirror. Do you know of any old boxes or old things that might be corrupted?
Tell your friend I wasn't really allowed out of the bar.
His primary undertaking was the serving of libations.
Well, I meant, is there anything in the bar that maybe a room you never went in or something you never opened?
So you can see.
I can't hear him.
Yeah.
But
can
like
see
I
that
see
face.
he's like,
Yes.
okay. All right. I just thought I'd ask. I mean,
Yeah. No, I mean it's good.
apparently been alive for 300 years, so
Yeah.
maybe you might know something.
I'm gonna say that like a little time passes as you're like kind of trying to relax too. Like you've had this like epic battle and trying to like, you're still cleaning a little bit. During this time, would you have drank any of the wine or any other alcohol? I mean, you're with whiskey.
If I didn't know the healing property, I'm not gonna drink it.
Okay.
Because I'm very like after having this jealousy thing.
Yeah.
I'm super wary of like interacting
in
with
this
any kind of
place.
substance.
Okay.
So I'm staying away.
So Leif is playing the piano. Like it's sort of just like a good time. It's like a time where you guys are actually unwinding a little bit. And suddenly, I'm going to have everyone roll me a perception.
Ooh, I think I actually had a good roll. Yay.
18.
25.
23.
Wow.
We be perceptive.
Wow.
Perceptin.
Y'all
we be
are
perceptive.
perceiving so much.
Yeah.
So you're laughing, having a great time, duos telling jokes, and then the farthest table and chair from you, so it's by the door, slams down. So just the chair just slams.
Like someone got up quickly.
Like someone knocked it down.
All right. I turned to Leif.
And Leif is
He's like on the piano, right?
He's on the piano and he's just like,
I'm like, what happened?
Leif, did you see that? We all heard it.
and Leif is getting up, and as he gets up, another chair slams onto the floor closer to you.
So Perrin looks at Leif. He recognizes the fear in his eyes. And he motions to everyone. Well, he's. Could I roll an investigation to see if Perrin can see any exits from the area?
Yes.
23.
23. So the only exit, like there's two, like one that leads to the rest of the house,
Right.
and one that leads outside where someone would enter the tavern.
Right.
That there's a back area. You assume because you rolled so high that the cellar also has the basement in it. But that's what you know.
So, and I'm assuming that both of those exits are towards the doors. I mean, towards those chairs that
Yeah.
are knocking down, towards where we don't want to be. So Perrin looks at everyone else, and his eyes narrow a little. He gets serious and he says, "It is time for a performance united, everyone towards the stage."
Yeah. And all of you, as the second chair hits and slams, you feel this like cold sensation on the back of your neck, like goosebumps, and also like the feeling someone is watching you.
Okay. As I'm going toward the stage, can I roll our... Well, so when I rolled Arcana earlier, it was like just to see Leif, so I don't see like anything else. Can I roll another Arcana to see if I can get a sense of what this is? Okay. 21. Wow, I'm rolling really well today.
21. You're looking around and you feel this almost coldness like enter your body, and it feels like the idea of cold and like loneliness just like creep. It doesn't make you have those emotions, but you're feeling those emotions are perhaps like filling this room. So just like this, a sense of creep. You don't see anything, but it's a sense of like oppressive coldness.
Okay. All right. It's not really much to share with everybody. I'm just like...
It's just not a good feeling.
Yeah. I'm just like, this doesn't feel good. Let's...
Another chair slams. One of the tables slides. And as you are running to the stage, Leif gets up, and for the first time, all of you see Leif. And he runs in front of you, and he puts his arms out and says, "You will not take them." And there's like a burst of like light, then blackness. And as you open your eyes, you're in the same tavern, but it is like new. There's people sitting on chairs, and there's people at the bar. And it looks like how it used to look.
Is Leif still there?
No.
Who's tending bar?
No one right now that you can see.
So, okay. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
What is the fashion like?
It is. So I'm imagining if
High
this
top fades.
is
Jerry curls.
if this is modern day, like, if like we were here now, the fashion would be like Edwardian, just very like old Victorian.
Okay, all
because it's fantasy. It's like, I don't know,
It's like 2 centuries ago.
2 centuries ago.
Older Victorian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people are wearing like Jordache armor.
Yes. Massimo.
They got the Jordache patch on
Some
there.
beanie.
Le Tigre bandoliers.
Okay, so everyone looks really different.
Yes.
Swatch wands.
Yes. LA gear.
There's a guy pumping up his shoes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
is that Bugle Boy armor you're wearing? Sweet. Great.
It's a bugle boy.
There's a picture of Bugle. Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Real carpenter jeans.
This literally could be a spin-off show just off that.
Yeah. So everyone looks like yeah. Can I tell? Can I?
Yeah, roll me. Everyone, roll me an investigation to see if you know kind of what happened.
Nat 20.
Not 20.
5.
10.
14.
14. So Lisa, you know immediately like that you have been taken back to this place, back in its glory, perhaps. But yeah, again, like 2 centuries
I
ago.
love that Celeste figures it out first. Because, like, what if Celeste just big closeted, like, sci-fi person? You know?
Like back in time.
These are just like my scrolls.
Except sci-fi doesn't yet exist.
Yes, but just like
The Adventures of Marty McFly.
We've gone, either we're in the past or Leif has done something to make it look like we're back when this was new.
Oh. That's a good point. I want to go up to someone sitting down and ask what it is.
Yeah. I want to see if I can interact with someone. If this is like a vision or we're like actually physically there.
I'm going to put my hand on someone's shoulder.
It goes through.
It goes through?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a vision.
Okay, yeah.
This isn't real.
This is total. Did they notice that I put my hand through them? Oh, they don't notice? Oh, thank God.
Excuse me, sir.
Is this like when we were in everyone's mind, like in parents' mind?
I'm not telling you
I'm
anything.
not at
Okay, well, it looks like these things aren't real, so that's messed up.
I want to take a step outside the bar. I want to like run outside the bar real quick.
So as you run outside the bar, you hear a very familiar voice, just because you just heard it. And it sounds like he's arguing with someone. So you hear, "Don't you think I know what would be best for my daughters?"
Oh, it's Leif? Oh, okay. What do I see?
So from like as you exit and as you go further down, you see Leif arguing with this woman in a very ornate, very high class outfit. And she looks at him and says, "Our daughters." And she looks at him and says, "Shh, don't you dare say that out loud. Not here, not where anyone can hear you. But they're old enough to know the truth. I want to be their father." "Not possible. You're lucky I let you keep your job. Isn't that enough?" You loved me once, didn't you? That was a long time ago, Leif. I am not the same person. You are beneath me. You've always been. It's just now I have the clarity to see that.
Ouch.
And she stomps away from him.
Ooh. Okay. Not a good time. Leaf?
Does he notice me?
Roll me a stealth.
I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Oh, did you literally say like yikes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Robbie would do.
Ooh, tough break, my man. Other fish in the sea, whatever.
And he kind of looks at you like surprised. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Does he recognize me? Oh, he doesn't?
Hey, do you know who my name's Robbie.
Hi, I'm Leif.
Oh, nice to
sorry
meet you.
had to hear that. I should get back to the bar.
Yeah, sure. And I like, after you. And after you walk,
Okay.
does he walk in front of me?
Yeah,
I want to try to touch his back.
you feel his back.
Oh, I do feel his back?
How does he respond to this random dude?
man.
No, just sorry.
Yeah, I know it's like an emotional
That
thing. Do you have kids?
what?
You have kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
Yeah. All right.
Wish I had kids.
Me too.
Oh.
He got like really sad.
Okay. Do you recognize any people in this room? As I'm like opening the door.
Yeah. This is Verona Clark's place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is every I don't know, every weekend. There's
Yeah, a lot of people.
yeah.
And I like look over at the group with my eyes real wide, and then I'm like, "Do you know this person here?"
Who are you pointing to?
Just someone like I'm by a table.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who's this person?
I think that's Douglas.
And I put my hand through them,
And he doesn't seem to react to you putting your hand through him.
and then my eyes get real wide again, and I look over at everyone.
Now that we all can see Leif, does he look the same?
He looks
Like the same age?
he looks a little younger.
Okay.
But he looks alive. I mean, that's the best way of putting it. Like there's more color in his face.
Is he dressed
He's dressed the
in
same
the fashion of the day
of that
of that
day.
time?
Yeah.
So when we've seen him all this time, he's been dressed like
Right. But
Okay.
with men's fashion, it
changes so little.
changes so little that it's hard to really know.
There were no like butterfly collars.
all right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hide photos of me from the '80s. It has changed a lot, but no, I get what you're saying. Like classic men's fashion,
Yeah.
Yeah,
changes very
classic
little.
men's fashion.
Well, especially as a barkeep, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of.
So can Leaf can see us though, right?
Yeah. But Leif isn't concerned. It doesn't look
Right.
concerned. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
getting
he's
back to
working.
work. Yeah.
So Perrin walks over to Robbie. He sees all of the stuff going on, and he recognizes Leif. And he walks up to Robbie and says, "Robbie, you found Leif."
I found Leaf. Okay, so here's the thing. Leaf is not a ghost. He's not one of these people. I'm gonna put my hand through someone's head.
Yeah.
He's not one of these people. He's real.
They're not real. But were you able to speak to Leif?
Yeah, he heard me. He felt my hand on his back. He had an argument with some woman. I don't know.
What did the woman look like?
You describe her, and she's just like a tall, beautiful woman with dark curly hair, like a olive complexion, and wearing like a very ornate hat.
Is she like a human woman?
She's human. And as you're looking around too, because I remember in the library you saw
Like a girl.
yeah, you see that same girl. She's like playing and running around.
Guys, I see a vision I saw in the library. That girl right there. That one. Robbie, don't put your hand through her.
What? Why? He's just like punching ghosts.
Yeah. And then I turn to Perrin and I basically say, Perrin, if there's anything that Leif told you that only he, like some kind of personal detail, like go up to him and say it, and like say like, look, I'm from the future. Only I know this information, something so that we can kind of gain his trust.
Well, there is one thing that I do know about Leif. Well, I'll go and talk to Leif.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Perrin goes up to the bar.
And Leif is just cleaning a glass.
Excuse me, barkeep.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Leif is the name, correct?
Yeah, it's me.
Perrin Enderbo.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Yes. Well,
Are you here with the bards?
I am the bard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you on the list?
Well, there's never been a list created that Perrin Enderbo has not been permanently unscribed on or whatever.
Underwritten.
Yeah, underwritten. Yeah, well, yeah. There you go. That's actually a good one. Thanks.
Oh, underline. That's great.
Yes, that is
even
true.
better.
That's right. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Group
Group
PUs now.
Group PUs.
What are you guys doing? We went back in time. And you're thinking of PUs?
Yes.
Like they're all in the bar. It's like,
So Leif just kind of like steps forward.
Right.
So we didn't go back in time. Let's just see what happens with Aaron.
Leif, we've previously met. After a fashion, I guess. Well, you have daughters, do you not? Two.
How do you, his voice gets really low. How do you know about that?
Well, because you told me.
When did I tell you this?
Well, when is, I guess, the opportune word?
And he kind of looks scared.
yeah, dude, that's scary. This guy doesn't know you, and you're like, you have daughters, right?
Yeah. And now he kind of like crouches down. He's like, whatever they're paying you, I can't double it or pay you anything other than just please do not hurt my daughters.
I would never hurt the daughters of a friend. You told me this. You told me.
Roll me a persuasion.
I'd be persuading.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe I
Why would
don't.
you say that before you roll?
That was
You cursed yourself with that one.
The laws of fate.
15.
15.
That's not bad.
Okay, so
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
yeah.
So he doesn't think that you mean him or like his daughter's physical harm, but he is still very weirded out.
Well,
Was I drunk? Was it? Oh God.
Well, I wouldn't say that you were drunk, but I would say that your physical upbringing, it changed some.
As you all are having this conversation, onto the stage does walk this bard. They are a half elf wearing a very ornate, very like sparkly outfit, carrying the guitar that you recognize. And
It's Lucille.
playing the guitar. As they start playing the guitar, beautiful, beautiful music fills the tavern, and you're noticing. Actually, everyone, roll me a perception.
Ooh,
Nat 20.
3.
24.
9. Okay, so Perrin and Robbie, you notice that people are starting to drink a little more, laugh a little louder, and like just want more. There's more like food orders in. So there's like someone in like the bringing in from outside like hors d'oeuvres. Looks like maybe they're bringing it from the inside of the house, and people are just like eating.
This performance makes people unruly.
Apparently really hungry too. What does it sound like?
It sounds like, I'm trying to like imagine a song. It's just
Rock me Amadeus.
yeah, no. No, it's just like
It's like a sweet melody,
it's
right?
just a sweet melody like of
Django Reinhardt or whatever.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
Neither do I.
But I would
It's
say
ragtime. It's just some ragtime.
ragtime,
some
yeah.
ragtime stuff.
But it's sort of an
Django
upbeat upbeat song.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, that did sound like a sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my jam. Bring out the food.
So I want to
Somebody wants to.
It's 100%.
I want to go to the storage area, and I want to just see if I can see anything there, because like that's where we originally saw those bottles moving.
So in order to get past everyone, I need you to roll me a stealth because you're trying to
Well, like no one can see me, right?
Leif
Only
can.
Leif can.
Oh, but okay, fine.
But Leif doesn't know you.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
Leif.
Right. Fine worker that works
Worker.
here.
Lucky. 18.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna roll
So
really bad.
he is again. He's very transfixed on this person that says that he knows that he has daughters. So you're able to sneak back there.
Okay. I want to do an investigation, just see if I notice anything.
So in the corner, I'm going to say that roll me an investigation, but it's going to be pretty obvious.
Oh, Kurt fail.
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute. How close did I see him go in there?
Because of that crit fail, 100%.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so the bountiful look does.
So I look at shock in his eyes. There's despair in his eyes, but there's hope in Perrin's eyes.
Okay.
And Perrin looks at Shaka, and he nods, and Shaka rolls again.
Roll that
So
again.
like, so I feel like I go in and I go, oops. I look back and we just cross eyes.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Yes.
okay, I got it. All right, still not great.
It's better than a
A
1.
15.
15, that's great. So as you go, and you head back in, you notice by one of the shelving is kind of stuck out a little bit. You see a man who looks like he is passed out, and he looks like that person that was on stage.
Like the person that's on stage now with the guitar. Oh, I'm gonna try to shake him, try to wake him.
Roll.
Is he a ghost as well? Does my hand go
your
through
hands
him?
go through him.
Can Celeste do anything?
What you doing now?
She's like she noticed him like sneaking around,
Yeah.
and she's watching Perrin and Leif, but she's kind of like, I could do things, but they're all intangible. I was just wondering if she smote the bar,
The bar itself.
like the whole area, because smite has an area of effect.
Okay.
If she like, I'm just wondering if I laid down blinding smite, what would happen?
Nothing can feel me. Destroy it all.
Tell you.
I was like, Leif's the only living thing in there besides
Right.
us.
So let me smite him too.
I mean, he would
Well-
be affected. He's not evil.
So does smite only affect evil?
I think it damages.
So
think it's a
blinding,
bonus to-
so blinding smite. Oh, I would have to hit something. It's thunder. It's thunder smite that has the AOE of ringing thunder sound, ringing thunder. So I would have to actually attack someone with it.
Okay.
I thought it was more of an AOE, but
Yeah.
that's thunderous smite that has an effect.
Da 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 da.
Although if Shaka somehow catches Celisa's eye, it was like, then she can like attack the fake bard.
I mean, I feel like your instinct was to not detect evil, but to
See what was wrong.
see what was wrong. Like you feel this gut feeling in the pit of your stomach. You're like, something is very bad. And as you listen to the music, you look around and you see people are just now are more frenzied. They're eating.
Like the music is clearly affecting them.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to try to intimidate the bard into stopping their performance.
Okay.
Dice, don't fail me. That is a 20 because I have a high intimidation bonus.
Surprising.
Is it a natural 20?
Not a natural 20. It's with my bonus.
Okay. So how would you try to intimidate the bard?
So because Celeste isn't falling for this,
Yeah.
she walks up, grabs the neck of the guitar, and just
Your hand goes through it.
Oh, that's right. They're incorporeal. Crap.
Only Leif.
So blinding smite would make a difference because it's intangible.
It would blind us.
Right. Dang nabbit. So she verbally is like, stop singing.
And the bard, as they're singing, they look a little distracted, like
Someone is not under my spell.
well, sort of like something is not right because you rolled so high. Their music kind of skips a couple of beats, and people for a second like continue what they're doing, but then he keeps playing.
Intimidation ASMR.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna run out of the back, and because I believe Leif is the only one that can interact, I'm gonna run to him and a parrot and basically scream like that. I think the real guy is in the back. This is some kind of imposter.
Yes, Leif. Why are people succumbing to their
I don't know.
more primal urges?
People are. This is weird.
Stop him, Leif. Stop him.
Stop who? What?
Stop the bard.
We paid him a lot of money.
Stop the bard now.
Stop them.
So Leif does not know what to do because your stranger's yelling at him to stop the bard. Are you trying to tell him to go back to see that, or are you trying to tell him to now smite the bard?
Well, not
I mean,
smite
like-
the bard, but I am yell. So I'm trying to yell out. So it's a lot to say when I'm running and yelling.
Yeah.
But I'm essentially trying to say that someone kidnapped the real bard and they're in the storage area. This is a fake bard. Tell the bard to stop.
What? And so Leif runs into the back, sees the bard, and is trying to wake him up.
Can Leif touch the bard?
Yeah. He
Yeah. What did you guys do?
We didn't do anything. Stop this bard. Stop the fake bard.
Excuse me, sir. And Leif doesn't know what to do. How? Stop him how?
Take the guitar.
And people are starting to look at Leif like Leif is like talking to no one. So
Oh boy.
he's starting to feel kind of self-conscious.
Oh, poor Leif.
Leif, grab the guitar.
No one listens to me.
That is it. Just grab it.
Grab the guitar, okay? So I'm gonna have all of you roll me a persuasion to see if collectively.
18.
15.
15.
15. Okay. So Leif does not know what's happening, but he does know that there is a person wearing that man's face on stage. So he runs at the bard and tries to grab the guitar. And as Leif touches the guitar to try to yank it from this bard, the bard locks eyes with Leif, and Leif almost is going to roll. I'm going to have Leif roll.
Can I
Come on, Leif.
cast heroism on Leif?
Yes. What does that do?
A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary HP.
Okay, so
You have to touch him though.
I'm right next to him. Okay. I'm on the
so
stage.
let's. Are you on? Oh, you are on the stage.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, I tried to grab it and forgot
And
it
it
was...
forgot.
Okay,
So as Leif grabs the guitar, he's actually hit with this fear. Like he wants to run, but at the same time, he's imbued with heroism, so it cancels out.
Nice.
And he's struggling with this guitar, and people around you are starting to like frenzy. They're going into the back and they're just drinking the bottles, just drinking them and eating all of the food. And as they're struggling, Leif is entranced. Yeah, like he is, what is it? Like he is stuck. Like he is stuck there now fighting.
Okay.
Leif, fight for all that you love.
He thinks about his daughters, and he, as he's struggling, he sees his like little girl, both of his girls, they are eating, and they're eating so much they're getting sick. Like everyone is eating to the point of excess and drinking to the point of excess. And Leif, he is clutching this guitar so hard that the strings are making his hand bleed. Oh. And as he is clutching it, and as his blood intermingles with the strings of the guitar, everyone is blown back. Everyone is hit with an explosion gust. The bar is clear. Everything is flown back, and Leif is passed out on the floor. And that is where we'll end.
Ta-da.
Ta-da!
Wow. Something.
Wake up, Leif.
Oh, wake him up!
See, blood magic never has a good end.
Yeah. Oh gosh, guys.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
I tried to.
Oh, man.
Yes, it was a lot. We are kind of strapped for time because of the show that's coming up after ours. So we'll do maybe 2 questions before we do our exits and all that.
Yep.
Sound good?
Yeah.
So as we normally do, at the end of our show, we end a little bit early so that people can ask that are in the chat. We're going to take questions as our characters or as NPCs. So put in rivals questions or a question before you ask the question, and we will answer it as best as our characters can.
So, do we have any in-character questions for all the shenaniganry today?
I'm feeling like a little tingly from this episode. Like,
Tingly.
yeah, like I'm like my nerves are like
Got some shaka tingles.
Yes.
yeah.
Question
Yeah,
for
my nerves are going.
Robbie. Now that you know that you can breathe water, will you try it again?
Oh Lord.
Oh yes, of course. Also, I've gone through my entire life without breathing through water, so I should be checking if I could breathe through other things as well.
Lava.
Sand, lava, smoke, vegetables.
Breathe through vegetables.
I don't know what type of person I am now. I'm growing.
You've been changed.
Leif, what are your daughters' names?
I'm very curious about this as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask Leif if the girl I saw was sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Rebecca and Elizabeth.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
For those of you who haven't been paying attention, Rin's fake daughters' names are Rebecca and
Maybe not
Elizabeth.
fake.
Maybe not
Yeah, maybe not.
fake. Ooh, good season.
Well,
All right.
Good season.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's an air horn thing. Fam, 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 fam.
I mean, this is the middle of the season, so it's good.
Double daughters.
Double daughters.
Double daughters.
a twist.
A twist.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You ready to-
One more question. Oh, all right. Well, let's see.
Perrin. Perrin, will you now stand in as the new bard now that the bar is unoccupied?
Well, every bar across in tavern and stage wants Perrin Underbow. Perrin Underbow is very, very much in demand. So Perrin loves to perform.
Alrighty, well, I think we should end here for time, yeah?
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So for those of us you just coming in, we're going to tell you who we are and what characters we play, starting with Shaka. Sharif.
Hey, so I am Sharif Jackson. I play Shaka, Tiefling Warlock. You can check out all my stuff on sharifjackson.com, SHAREEF Jackson.com, and on all social media under Sharif Jackson.
And where will you be next?
I don't know where I'll be. I'll be at home.
He'll be back in town.
I'm getting married soon, so I'll be I'll be doing that.
Yes, the ultimate joining.
Yeah.
Oh, can you guys get married? Like when you get married,
fusion?
can you fuse?
Can we fuse?
Can you fuse?
I don't know. We can try.
Yeah.
Well,
While jumping the
I was
broom.
about to say something. Well, no.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey now.
Next up.
Wow. So I'm Tanya. I'm known as Cypher Tier all over the internet. I'm also a Twitch streamer. I do this show. I do a lot on the internet. And next week, you'll be missing your paladin, so hopefully no one dies. Because I will be at BlurredCon doing a couple sessions. One about Black Twitter and using the power of it as a nerd, and another about, oh God, what is it? The fallacies of making it, quote unquote. So I don't know if they'll be streamed or recorded. If they are, I'll let people know. Just follow me on Twitter for all live tweets. And then I'll be back the next week. So next week, no paladin, sorry. Don't die.
Yeah. Hey, my name is Carlos Luna. You can find me on all social media under Carlos Crits. You can find me on this channel Wednesdays at 9 Pacific time for Jace Bellerin Must Die. You can also find me next at Gen Con. I'll be doing a live show with the Dungeon Rats, and I will also be doing a panel on how to live stream your games.
Hey guys, I am Cicero Holmes. I am all over the internet as Stubby Stan. Check those places for all the things that I am doing. I played Perrin Underbow, and I will also be at Gen Con. I would like to say, every time you say the cons, I would like to say the first part and then the second part like I'm William Shatner. So Gen Con! Yes.
Good night, folks.
So at Gen Con, you will be able to see me make really bad puns like that along with these two characters on the Dungeon Rats, where I will be guest.
I
will be guest starring.
I even know for sure we booked him.
Yeah. You got the one and only Cicero Holmes.
Awesome.
So I'm really excited about that. Also doing something coming up really soon that's pretty cool. And check the social media platforms for where that stuff will be. Cool.
And I'm your DM for this season, Serena Marie. We do a rotating DM, so season 4 is my season. You can find me on Twitter at SerenaXMarie or on Instagram at Serena Marie. I'll also be at Gen Con, where I will be running the Dungeon Rats Live. It's a very silly adventure featuring all Chicago improvisers. You're a Chicago improviser. And it's going to be very, very silly and very fun. So, yep. That's me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have fun with High Rollers.
Yeah, make sure to use your promo code
at the Jiffy Lube.
at the Jiffy Lube,
Jiffy Lube and the
Rivals
supermarket.
19.
The supermarket.
Yeah,
Rivals
Sunny D.
19.
Rivals 19.
Hey guys, I am Brandon TV
Oh yeah.
on Twitters. That is and on Twitch, right?
And on Twitch.
Yeah.
I
Brandon
am
TV.
Brandon TV on Twitch. That is for Brandon Stennis, who is the birthday boy. So if you find Brandon Stennis somewhere online, give him some love, send him some hearts. Don't send him any more drinks because he's had enough, guys.
Yes, recover well, my friend.
Yes. Send him some OJ, some hair of the dog,
Yes.
or something like that. Well, I guess it's more alcohol. Don't do that. Don't
Send
do
him that Sunny D.
Send him
Sunny
that
D,
Sunny
purple
D.
stuff.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.